I am Nick Shell, a certified Enneagram coach, and you're watching this video because you want to learn more about the 3 subtypes of an Enneagram 7. Now, I'm basing this off of this new book that I bought and read, completed recently, took lots of notes, going to be making lots of videos about this. The Honest Enneagram by Sarajane Case. If you would like to purchase this book, probably cheaper than I paid for it, you can just get off of Amazon. There's a link right there. If you want to know what your Enneagram type is and you want to find out for free and take about 10 minutes on the quiz, there's a link for that. And if you'd like to become like me, you could actually become certified in Enneagram. You could. There's a link right there. But let's have some fun because that's, what Enneagram 7s are all about, right? So let's look at the 3 subtypes of a 7. So let's start with looking at the self-preservation. So they indulge in satisfying opportunities and form a network of allies. Then there's the social type that focuses on counter-indulgence through serving other people. And then lastly, the sexual or the one-to-one type that they indulge through amazing experiences and seeking the ultimate relationship. So let's look at some traits of these 3. So starting with that self-preservation, the most practical and concrete of the subtypes tends to form a family or group of allies as a support group. Great networkers, optimistic, hedonistic, talkative and friendly, grounded and earthy, can seem like a 6 or an 8. And then there's the social. So the social version of 7, which is already social people, right? Dedicated, anti-indulgent, fears being excessive, makes it a virtue to get by on less, takes a lot of responsibility on, has a deep need for admiration, always exists for the sake of other people, often confused that they feel altruistic or self-interested, can seem like a type 1 or a 2. And then lastly, the sexual or the one-to-one subtype of a 7, the most ethereal of the subtypes. I don't know how to say that word. And I have an English degree. I should start the video over and I'm not going to. Why? Because I'm an 8 and I do whatever I want. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. Did I freak you out? No apologies. Okay, so the sexual or the one-to-one. A large focus on everything being okay. Imaginative, idealistic, wants to try everything, naive, rose-colored glasses, trusting and helpful, spends more time imagining than doing. So those are the 3 subtypes of a 7. Please note that when I first got into my certification, I actually thought I was a 7. I learned that fundamentally I'm not. And it's funny because I recently met a 7 who we're quickly becoming good friends with. And I thought she was the same as me. I thought she was an 8-7. She's actually a 7-8. But based on the subtype, that's what threw me off. But the fundamental difference, and I guess I'll make a separate video about this, but the fundamental difference I have found between an Enneagram 7, like I'm talking about in this video, versus me, an actual 8, is that a 7 will honestly have fear of missing out, FOMO. They don't want to miss out. And I can tell you with my new friend, I can tell that she's totally that way. But I don't have FOMO. I have JOMO, joy of missing out. I love it when plans get canceled and I don't have to do them, especially if it's having to drive in a car and go somewhere and there's a lot of people. I'd rather get satisfaction and joy out of not having to do something after I thought I was going to, as compared to thinking, oh no, I'm missing out. So that's something I've learned, but I'll make another video about that more specifically and talk about it more. Got comments? They belong right here.